All right, we're going to go over your weekly section here in your Panda Planner via. So, of course, to write in the day and date or the week that you're working on this. I like to do this on Sunday nights. Some people like to do it on Mondays. Find a time that works for you. But first, before we get into it, I want to explain what a spotlight strength is. So this can be any one of your 24 strengths. You choose. It can be different each week. You can work on the same one over and over each week. It's really up to you. You can work on the same one for 4 weeks and do it for a month and then switch it up. But essentially, you're just choosing any number of your strengths, 1 through 24, any number of them, and that's going to be a focus for you this week and trying to use that in new and unique ways. So you start by reviewing last week. So maybe last week my spotlight strength was creativity, and then you just note a couple times where you use that spotlight strength last week. And so just think about times that you conjured or you really tapped into your creativity and you felt like it was really an accomplishment. Next, you got your big wins, and these are 3 things. They don't necessarily have to be creativity related. They can be any number of big wins from your from last week, but just the big things in your life that happened last week that you really appreciated or that you're really pumped of or proud of or that were just exciting. And then you want to take the time to reflect on the strengths that you use. That's like a little bonus step as part of your big wins is think about what are the strengths that you use during those times where those big wins happened. And then next we've got how I'll improve, and this section is going to be what are some things that you can do to get a little bit better, but you're framing it in the sense of like action that you're going to take as opposed to dwelling on things that went wrong. You're looking at like, all right, what can I do to get better? But then use your kindness, be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, use your perspective, understand that this is a small thing in the scheme of things and that you're taking the time to get better. Use your forgiveness. If you've made mistakes, no big deal, give yourself a break. And then bravery is the fact that you're tapping into the sense of taking on a new challenge. You're recognizing an area where you had a shortcoming and you're bravely and courageously moving forward to try and do something more. So give yourself a tap into those strengths as you start to recognize things that you can do to improve. So then you want to choose a new spotlight strength for this week and try and think about like why this strength is important to who you are. So like maybe the creativity for me is a big one. When I think about creativity and like, man, when I think about like the creativity is if that was taken away from me, it feels like I'm not even the same person who I know. Like, so that's such a vital part of who I am. So being able to reflect on how important that is to who I am makes me appreciate it a lot more and kind of gives me a good place to start from when I think about how I'm going to use creativity this week to make my life great. So that brings in the next section. We look at 4 areas of your life that you can use that strength in order to improve your life. So think about how you can do it in your personal life, your work life, your family and friends, your relationship. And if one of those 4 areas is not important to you, choose some other part of your life that you can apply that spotlight strength to. Passion project is just like it's like a hobby that you're really excited about. It doesn't necessarily need to be strength related, but this is just something that you're really excited about. It can or cannot be related to work. It's completely up to you, but it's something that you really want to spend the time to work on and just making sure that we give yourself some section here. You're going to get a lot more fulfillment out of your life if you're working on the things that you're close to your heart. So give yourself the time to schedule those things. And then this section here is really cool, the strength challenge. So we've got, this planner will last an entire quarter, so it'll last 13 weeks. So we've got 13 different strength challenges in here that you can try every week. So each one will have its own URL you can go to. We'll walk you through how to do that strength challenge. But essentially, these are ways to develop different aspects of your life and different strengths as part of your character. And they're going to be a fun thing to tap into. So check out each URL and give those a try each week. You want to make sure that you schedule the time to do them. Each one shouldn't take longer than maybe 20, 30 minutes or so. Some of them a little longer, like if you're watching a movie and checking out some strengths in movies, but that's a fun activity anyway. So give them a try. I think you're going to get a lot of value out of these. These will really help you start to see strengths in yourself and in the world in a different way. Projects are the big things in your life that you're working on right now, usually work related, but doesn't have to be. What are the big 4 projects that you're working on this week, and what are all the tasks that need to be accomplished in order to get those projects done? And then looking at these projects and subtasks, you want to decide what are your top 5 goals for this week and fill those in. You also want to take these subtasks and these goals and schedule them into your daily section in the priorities. So they kind of work really well together. Is you start with your monthly top 3 goals, you come to your projects on a weekly basis and your top goals for this week, and then you fit those into your daily priorities and you're going to find yourself getting a lot of stuff done. All right, there is your weekly section in the VIA. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, if you're getting some value out of using your Panda Planner, if you could do me a favor and just share it with a friend, it would mean a lot to me. Not like actually give them the planner, but maybe just share the message with them that you're using this product and you're enjoying it. Our goal is to help as many people as possible with our scientifically designed tools and strategies. So the more that we can spread the word, the better. We're a really small company, so trying to compete with the other planner, the big boys in the industry is not always easy. So we really rely on word of mouth and people like you to help us spread the word. So I'd appreciate it, and thanks so much. Talk to you soon.